Good morning, everyone. I am here on our balcony on the Disney Magic, and we are today in the port of Progreso, and the water here is absolutely amazing. It's really beautiful. It's about 9:30 in the morning here. We did go back an hour during the night. We crossed into a different time zone, so basically like the same as mountain time in the United States. And then we go forward again an hour when we return to New Orleans. So I didn't actually realize that we were going to change time zones on this cruise. So we got a little more sleep last night. The kids are trying to sleep in right now, but they are doing some crew drills and making announcements a lot and stuff like that. And so that it's coming right into the cabin, so that they're having a little trouble sleeping in. I slept really good. Our plan today again is we're going to stay on the ship. But I am hoping to do some of the top deck stuff today. At least Meg and I are. I want to try at least one of the slides and, you know, the pool and stuff like that. So we're hoping to do that. It's really nice out right now. It is still very humid. It does feel a little cooler here than it did in Cozumel. And I checked the temperature this morning. Like it was like 87, 88 in Cozumel yesterday. And today here it's like 81. So it's very nice. And I'll just show you a little bit around here what our view is from the balcony. Yeah, I did hear it. They've got the lifeboats out. I could hear them putting the lifeboats out on the winches here earlier. So they've got these two lifeboats out. So they're testing. I mean, look at that water. It's just absolutely gorgeous. When I was looking on the map before the trip, I saw that here in Progreso, it's a very long, thin pier that takes us into this actual town of Progreso. And the cruise director explained last night after the magic show that we're not allowed to walk on the pier ourselves. You have to take a shuttle. But he did say that there might be some vendor stalls and things set up right outside the ship. So I might try to go and get off the ship, because I haven't been able to take any pictures or show you any video of the outside of the ship really, except for the little bit we could see when we got on board in New Orleans. So I might do that. So if you're going on a shore excursion here, or you even want to go into town, you have to take a shuttle because you're not allowed to walk on the pier by yourself. All right, so the kids I just woke them up. It's 10:30, and I told them I'm gonna go do a little exploring. I want to show you, this is what the ship looks like on a port day when we stay on the ship. So like pretty much everybody gets off, and it's very, very quiet. I mean, the fact that I'm seeing 3 groups of people here right now is actually quite astounding. Yesterday there was nobody. So it's very quiet, and they play nice festive music, and they do have some activities still. I'm gonna go out here on deck. Can I not go out here? Oh, I can't go out here. This is where they're doing the lifeboat training. And this is right below our room. So we can see these lifeboats from up in our room. So I can't go out on that side. Let's try over here. Some other moms and I were just talking in the elevator, and one mom with her little guy, it was like maybe 3 or 4. He was wet from the splash pad or whatever. And she was saying she was surprised how many little kids were up there. But then we were saying that because the shore excursions at this port were all pretty far away on long bus rides, that maybe that wouldn't be the best for little kids, and that a lot of families with littler kids might have stayed back. And the one mom said that her husband took their older 2 kids and she stayed behind with the youngest. So that's a possibility. So yeah, there are a lot more people walking this morning. Yesterday, there was nobody out here on the promenade deck at all. Oh, and I see why you're not allowed to walk on the pier. It's that. It's really long. So, you know, this is a long way from land, really. But there is like a little welcome center over there. Should have put some sunscreen on. Whoops. Oh gosh. My camera's all fogged up. Hold on. Let's show you this again without the humidity on the lens. So you gotta get way over there. But there is like a welcome center. Okay, I'll take you down here. I don't think anybody can be on the other side of the promenade deck right now at all because that's where they're doing the lifeboat training. There she is. So, getting off on deck one forward was quick and easy. There's no line at all. They're doing some outside cleaning or touch-ups. See the aqueduct out over the side of the ship. So here where you have the two small portholes together, that's deck one. So if you're in a deck one outside ocean view, you have two small portholes. But then on deck two, you have a big one. And then deck three is public space. So those are your big one. Deck four is the promenade deck. You're walking through the lifeboats. Here on deck six, level 6, the middle one there where you can see the rail. So yeah, this is the Bahamian flag. I'm gonna go check this place out a little bit. And she walked through. More vendors on the other side. With dolls and stuff. You can see the ship back over here. That's a nice view. Ooh. This would be a great photo spot if I had the kids with me.
you're a vegetarian, or if you're a vegan, you can't have honey.
Yeah, because it's from an animal. Bees are animals.
Included, right?
I was just saying that, pretty glasses, I really like eating in here actually because I really like the music and it makes me feel like I'm eating in a medieval castle. We were debating between coming here today or going to the buffet because we haven't eaten a meal on the buffet except when we first got on the ship, and Megan would really like to try it. But my favorite pasta that I got on the Wonder is on the menu today, and they were kind enough to bring the menu out to me first so we could look before we sat down, and so we're eating in here again. We'll find another time, well, I guess tomorrow, to go to the buffet. Megan got the, I don't know, it's a caprese bruschetta. And Ben and I both got the roasted cauliflower soup. Yeah. And this is why we came here today. Here's the farfalle pasta. And Megan got it too. And Ben got the Impossible Burger with fries. Okay, we got a whole bunch of desserts. Yes, please. Thank you. Megan got the Mickey Funnel sundae and the apple strudel. I also got the apple strudel and the something cake.
Lemon muffin.
Lemon almond cake. And Ben got the, what is it?
No sugar coffee cake.
Okay.
Espresso coffee cake.
Ah. Espresso cake. This is very impressive. Crystal. Look at this. Wow. But you know what they haven't been on? They haven't been on the Wish.
Are they stuff?
They don't have.
Oh yes, they have.
Are they crew?
The maiden voyage. No.
In the
No, they probably had them special
In
ordered.
the They haven't. They don't have Emerald.
They've been
For the new one.
Wish.
This must be how many people went with. They have these specially made. This is impressive.
They,
Are they platinum?
no, they're not.
Oh. All right, we've had lunch and now we're just taking a little time to relax on the very quiet, empty ship. And I wanted to note something here. We tend to be not typical cruisers. And what I mean by that, and there may be, I'm sure there are other people like this too, but this is pretty consistently true for us that we've kind of found for ourselves, is the port days for us tend to be our relaxing days. We just sleep in, we take our time, we just kind of leisurely go from one part of the ship to the other. We don't really do much. We just kind of wander around and relax, sit on the balcony, sit outside, eat, stuff like that. But our sea days tend to be our busy days because that's when we like to go lots of different activities and games and trivia and movies and do all the things. And so for us, we're kind of the flip of a lot of cruisers in that we have busy days on sea days and we have relaxing slow days on port days. Now this isn't always going to be true. We are planning on doing, hopefully, some shore excursions in Alaska. But for, especially I would say, the warm weather hot destinations, because we don't like being hot and things like that, that's kind of going to be the way that we do things. Megan went to one of the window seats, outside Fathoms. She likes to sit there and write, and Ben and I are taking a lap around the promenade deck, which if they're done with the lifeboat training, we should be able to go all the way around now. Couldn't go all the way around this morning because they were doing something with the lifeboats. We will see.
Pacific Basin. See the Pacific Basin?
Yeah. There's
It
great.
really concerns me. I think the back.
I think it's just because it's empty right now and there's no containers
that
on it.
one that's open is still being taken out. So I think that's all the weight is right there.
Yeah. Well, and plus the bridge and everything would be heavier
Yeah, I know.
without any containers on it because this one's the same way.
I mean, you can see them taking it over now.
This one is the same way. The bow is up or more in the water.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that was very interesting. We were trying to walk all the way around and we still can't because they have it roped off. But we could walk right up to the lifeboats that they have down on to deck 4, like where you get on them, and they had them opened up so you could look inside. They don't look very comfortable at all, but they can fit 150 passengers. And he explained to us, one of the guys in the yellow jumpsuits, so like the maintenance crew basically, he was very knowledgeable, and he came up to us and saw that we were looking, and he answered all our questions. And he said that when we did our assembly drill, the crew that were standing right in front of us, which was like 5 people, showing us how to use the life jackets and stuff, those would be the exact people that would be in our lifeboat with us if we had to evacuate. And you could fit 150 people in the lifeboat, plus he said like the guy who drives and stuff like that. And he explained that there's 1.5 liters of water per passenger stored on each lifeboat, like to drink, and that there's enough fuel on each lifeboat that if they were going continuously, like with the fuel, it would last for 24 hours. But they said he said you can be out in the water, with not the fuel, not the engine running, for, well, I guess until you run out of water. I don't know. But he said for a long time. So, and then he explained that even if every single bunk was full on the ship, every passenger would fit in a yellow lifeboat, and that the white inflatable lifeboats are only for crew. I've always wondered about that. That's only for the crew. So aside from the 5 to 10 crew that would be assigned to each lifeboat, all the rest of the crew would get off the ship in the inflatable white lifeboats that are stacked up that you see like that. So I thought that was very interesting, and I really appreciated him answering our questions. We just came back to the room, and he left us pirate bandanas. I don't know why one of us needs 2, but Barry's got his own. Isn't he cute? Okay, we're going to split up now. Ben's going to go see Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Yep. Is that right? And Megan and I are going to get our swimsuits on and go up and do top deck stuff. And hopefully not get sunburned. I will not be filming that, so just use your imagination. All right, we're back in the room and getting dressed from going to deck 9. The first thing we did was go down the twist and spout slide, and I had just finished asking this other mom at the top of the slide about it, and she's like, oh, it's not very fast at all. You don't go fast at all. I went so fast I died. I basically whipped through that thing like a bullet. I couldn't see anything but just yellow blur as it spun me around. And I tried to sit up, and like the G-forces were just like made me flat on my back. And I was trying to like see through the bottom of my eyes, like, where's the end?
The bottom of my eyes.
Like, where's the end? And then I drowned at the end because I just splashed into the water. So apparently, I don't know, maybe the heavier you are or something, I don't weigh that much.
Most of the people going down the slide were very, very
We're like
small.
5-year-olds, yeah. So,
even I felt too big to be up there.
yeah. So anyway, it does spin around quite, and it was a lot higher than we realized.
Yeah.
It was way up there. You had to go up a lot of steps. When I got to the bottom and I sat up, the lifeguard looked at me and said, "Wow, you came down that really fast." And I'm like, it was definitely faster than I was expecting. And then I was like dizzy because I had gone around the twist and spout. Okay, so then we went, and then Megan came down, and she's like, well, that wasn't that bad. Yeah, whatever. But then
I thought it was fun.
I did not think it was fun. It made me sick. And yeah, I didn't feel good. Sorry, Megan's drying her hair. Okay, and then we went over to the adults only area and went in the pool for a while, which was very nice. It was very nice and warm. And we just kind of floated around, swam. When we left the top deck, or deck 9, and we're coming back to our room, Megan and I were talking about how I feel like the top deck of cruise ships, and this may be different on different cruise ships, I don't know, but every cruise ship I've ever been on, the top deck feels like a completely different world than the rest of the ship. Do you guys know what I mean? It's not a place I enjoy. And it's not a place that I really feel like I fit in. And I guess what I mean is it tends to be very bright and loud and active and usually hot. except on a couple of excursions we went on where it was really windy and cold. But anyway, I don't ever want to spend very much time up there. And I observe people when we're up there, and I kind of feel like there's a whole huge group of passengers that spend so much time on the top deck, you know, and they're just in the pool and they're sitting in the sun and they're eating a lot of pizza and fast food type stuff, which is fine. But I feel like they might only do that and they miss out on so much else that's good about the ship. Do you know what I mean? I don't know for sure that that's true, but it sure seems like it's true. Like when we go up there, I see so many people I've never seen before. And this isn't a very big ship. And I kind of feel like there's almost different little worlds on the ship. Like we go to karaoke every night and we like to go to the game shows. And a lot of the same people will be at those things too. So it's kind of like there's the people who really like the games and singing and music and, you know, that kind of thing. And then I'm sure that there's also people who really like the bars and lounges and that kind of thing. So I don't know. I'm just kind of curious about that. Is there an area of the ship that you tend to gravitate to and feel most comfortable on? Let me know that in the comments below. I'm kind of curious about that. Maybe I'll run a poll on that and see what you think. Is there another area that I'm forgetting? Would that be like the main? Maybe fitness.
Oh, yeah.
There's probably people who also like go in the fitness center or the spa maybe.
All the time.
All the time. And like we would love to get a massage or a spa treatment. Megan and I would. Probably Ben would too, honestly. But I just don't have that in the budget. So if I ever do have it in the budget, like for Megan's birthday last year, I'm totally... Gosh, I probably should do that for your birthday this year. Because we'll be on a cruise then too.
But that's unfair.
Yeah.
And I would have gotten 2.
And I got none. Yeah.
None.
Yeah, I think I am. I'm going to run a poll on that and see what area of the cruise ship, like what type of cruiser are you? If you have any like suggestions or comments on how I can word that a little better, let me know in the comments below. It's just about all aboard time. It's about 4:30, 4:45. The wind has picked up considerably. There's a lot more waves now. And it's actually pretty cool. It's not hot. I mean, maybe in the sun it is, but it's definitely cooler and more breezy here than it was in Cozumel. And Megan and I have just been relaxing in the room. Megan's been reading and I've been searching for cruises and looking at Instagram and stuff like that. And Ben should be back pretty soon from his movie. And then it'll be time to get ready for dinner. So we'll be leaving Progreso pretty soon. All right.
It must be the boat.
Yeah, it is about 5:20 and we have pushed away from the dock and seem to be on our way. I'm all ready for my Pirates in the Caribbean night, even though we're in the Gulf of Mexico. We're not actually in the Caribbean. Megan is getting ready and Ben just needs to change. Yeah, I don't know what that is either. I was wondering.
So if any grain gets out, or whatever they have, it doesn't, like if it comes out.
Look at all the dust blowing around that thing.
Yeah, it's probably like sand or something. We're like all in sync. All the arms.
Yeah. Whew, I can smell. Oh, we might want to go inside for a little bit until we get past this. We came back inside for a minute until we get past this ship because it's blowing a lot of like grain dust or something right onto us.
I wonder what type of grain.
don't know. Maze.
It sure likes to go everywhere.
Yeah, it does.
Look at the tiny little lifeboat.
And I feel really bad because it's so cute. They literally just washed the ship while we were at port. Although I guess they washed the other side.
Beware of propeller. Yeah, no kidding.
Ooh, it's from Hong Kong.
Look at all the birds on the rope.
Oh, funny.
Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one.
Oh my goodness. We couldn't see these before. Limassol. Where's that?
I don't know, but all of them are from there.
Is that Lima?
Is that an extra rudder? What
Yeah,
is an
on the
extra-
back. What is?
It's not a spare tire.
Not a rudder, a propeller, honey.
Propeller, sorry.
The rudder's the thing that steers.
They're just gonna go down there and replace
Just
it.
replace it, yeah. Here, Bob, your job is to jump down and replace the propeller.
With this 50-foot
Ton thing.
thing.
Look at the guys on the deck.
Yep. That's an oil one. No
Yeah.
smoking.
No kidding. Safety first. Yeah, that seems kind of important.
Oh, and there's the oil thing over there. Yeah, it must be some sort of thing to prevent the stuff from getting everywhere. Like the real rope around the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because they have one too.
That's definitely makes sense. So
Yeah. So
Yes.
as they're loading and unloading
it
whatever
doesn't leak into
and get everywhere, yeah,
Yeah.
it contains it. Okay, here.
or funny.
You can see some ships out there too. What are these things in the water?
So you don't run into the sand dunes.
Oh. But like we also don't want to hit those.
It's a lot better to notice them.
Yeah. And beach your ship.
Yeah.
Sandbars, is that what you're trying to think
Yeah.
of? This is an interesting port.
Yeah.
I've never seen a port like this. Has anybody else been to Progreso? And if you were here like a while back, do you know if this pier, this whole thing is really new and when they built it? And also if cruise ships used to have to tender here? Let us know in the comments.
No, I want to know
Huh.
what ship or whatever they have to use to figure out where the sandbars are.
They probably use depth finder, like they drop a thing.
It would have to be like a speedboat though, or like just a dig-
Yeah, just a small boat, yeah. They can measure depth. They have old-fashioned ways to do that even.
drop a rock.
Yeah, so they just drop a big line with a weight on it.
Yeah. Then they see where the water touches the rope.
And if history is anything to go by, the last night and the last day of our cruise will be very rough and windy and wild. Yay! Because that's what it always is for the last day and the last night of our cruise as we speed across the Gulf of Mexico.